Hey, welcome to another episode of Three Conservative Gimps. We stand as one, proud as free. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful week. It was cool here. We got up to about 70 degrees, and we're going to be cooler tomorrow. We've been having rain every other day. Earlier this week, it rained all day, which was good. Now we're pretty much caught up on precipitation in the Denver metro area. We've been through a drought, and we're finally getting that needed moisture. All right, let's welcome all the way from Muskogee, Oklahoma. It's rascally. Well, he's a good friend. He's Lloyd.
Howdy, everybody.
Welcome. How's the weather in your neck of the woods?
It has been rainy for several days. It's been kind of cloudy, cooler for sure. And we got more rain expected tomorrow, which is not going to be great because tomorrow is my grandson Ethan's graduation from high school, and it's in the outdoor auditorium. So
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
have to have it tomorrow. They'll have to reschedule it for Saturday. So,
Ah,
which means my
okay.
oldest son James can't go to it because the college has their graduation on Saturday,
Right.
and he's the head of security. He's the chief of
Uh,
police and has
right.
to be there for security reasons. So
Right.
he may not get to go. And but I mean, it's been rainy, it's been cool. I got out today, it didn't really rain while I was out, so uh,
Good.
it's been on and off. But other than that, pretty good. You know.
Well, that's good. Let's welcome all the way from the blue state of New York, where they're feeling the warmth of collectivism. Let's welcome Charles Gillespie. Welcome.
Hey, Lloyd, everybody in the chat.
How you
And
doing,
how's
Charles?
the weather in your neck of the woods?
Uh, well, it cooled off. We had like 2 or 3 days there where it got to be really hot, really quick. And then all
Wow.
of a sudden it's just cooled right down. And I think for the next week or so, we're not going to get anything higher than like 70 or 72 degrees during the daytime.
Wow.
And surprisingly, there are some areas of New York State tonight, luckily not us,
Right.
that are under a frost warning, and certain areas under
Frost.
a freeze warning. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and almost June.
Yeah.
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 Oh
Oh
wow.
well.
That is weird. Huh.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We got
A lot of
Ronnie and
stuff.
we have
We
let's see,
got
Ronnie
Steve
got
Knowles and
Robert
Rodney, and then we have Cool Cat Michael.
Michael.
That's two people from across the pond. Good,
Yep,
good,
yep.
good to see you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Ronnie said heat index was 93 yesterday. Wow. We need rain. 12 inches behind. Wow. Wow.
Wow. I
Uh,
think we're staying right where we're supposed to be. I think we've
right.
you know, but we'll see. It's supposed to be a super El Nino coming in, so who knows what
Yep.
that's going to do.
Super El Nino.
Yep. Yeah, that's better than a normal El Nino or sorta El Nino. So it's super El Nino.
I don't know
Mm.
what the hell an El Nino actually does, but I guess there's El Nino and La Nina, which you figure they've got to be polar opposites. Just a little
Hmm.
pun there, but uh, so every year it's either going to be a La Nina or an El Nino. It's got to be one or the other, I would assume, but I don't think
Well,
they know what in hell it is.
it goes through a cycle, and we just got through a La Nina, and now we're into an El Nino, which means it's going to be drier here in the
Yeah.
mountain.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of all they talking about these weathers, because you were kind of uh, going through what's going on politically today. There is one thing. Apparently, climate change is no more. The
Yes.
United Nations has come out and said, "Eh,
Eh, eh,
we might have made a
forget
mistake
about
on
it.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, forget
Never
about it.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whoops, our bad.
Or bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry
so
we made you spend trillions of dollars on nonsense.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and that's what it come down to. They it turns out. Hey, Captain Joe, and yeah, it turns out it was bad science. You know, which
Bad science.
I think a lot of us have said that we kind of inferred that that was the problem. It was just a
Right.
scam.
Well, and then you
But
had Greta. That's bad haircut.
oh well, yeah, Greta's
Yeah.
well, and then you got bless his heart, he's 80 some odd years old. You got Indiana Jones at a
Oh, yes, I
he
saw
he
that on
he did a
the
spiel on climate
social
change. We got
justice. Yeah.
yeah, social justice, and we
Yeah.
gotta save the planet. It's getting hotter.
Planet.
Well, he
Yeah.
was in friggin' Vegas. What does he expect? But anyways, or no, he's in Arizona. He was in Phoenix, or was
Yeah.
he in Phoenix or Tucson? I don't remember which whether it's Arizona, University of Arizona or Arizona State. But he was either in Phoenix or Tucson,
Ah,
talking to them about climate change, and it was going to be hot. And
right.
no shit, you're in Arizona.
Yeah,
What do you
it's
expect?
summertime, idiot.
Yeah, but apparently he had not. They when they handed him the cards, they had left out the card that said the United Nations says it's a load of hogwash.
Yeah.
Well, I
There
don't
you
know if
go.
they, but so I kind of lost.
Hmm.
It's just I wish he would. Uh, I wish they just go to keep on entertaining and shut the
Yeah.
hell up about the rest
Mhm.
of it. But yeah,
And in other news, in Virginia, their state Supreme Court just overruled the redistricting in that state. So I guess that is either put on hold or invalidated. Now the legislature is talking about changing the rules, making it to where they have to retire. Yeah, so they could pack the court and get the.
oh yeah, naturally, yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, it's screw us better at the gas pumps. Yeah, I was reading what Ronnie put up there. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. That got overturned, and so naturally the legislation is going to try and do something to overturn the overturning of the overturn. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
because Virginia already has a commission that already, figures out the
right. Well,
boundaries of
it's
this.
part of their constitution. It's part of
Yeah,
their yeah.
yeah.
They already
So
had rules in place, and that what they were doing was according to their state
state
constitution. They were in
constitution. Yep.
violation of it. So yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
uh, what else was
Which
it I saw along that
which
line?
tells you that Democrats don't really care about the state constitution anymore. They
Oh,
don't
they don't
care
care
about
about
the
it. Yeah, they don't care
Constitution.
about any
Period.
constitution. Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
but uh, so what else was it I saw today? Or I saw the last couple of days. I thought I'm going to talk about that Thursday, and I can't remember now. So, oh,
Uh, yeah.
Colbert. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
Tonight is
Today's.
his last night.
Uh,
Is it tonight or is it last night?
yeah, tonight's the last show.
Last
Yeah.
show.
and I guess Jimmy Kimmel is going dark tonight. So that'll be good.
That just means an extra 300 people get to go to bed early for a change.
Yeah, there you go.
That's about all that watches it anyway.
And the person replacing Colbert is Byron Allen.
A comedian, right?
Yeah, comedian from Real People. Remember that show back in the 70s? With Sarah
Vaguely.
Purcell and
Yes, I do remember that show.
Yeah.
Fred Willard. Or not
Oh
Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the black dude. He's now owns the Weather Channel.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
yeah, he's worth
And
a
he says
lot.
he's not going to be doing any politics.
That's right. That means
But apparently he's actually having to pay CBS for the time slot.
right, and that's what I've been hearing as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Just as an aside, if you're interested, I don't know if it's still on there, but if you're interested in watching Real People, quite a while ago, that show was available on Amazon Prime. If you had Amazon Prime, you could watch it for free.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna have to go look it up.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah.
check that out. Oh man,
It
that
was
was
a
one of
great
my
show.
great
Yeah.
show. Wasn't Moosey Dryer on that show?
Who?
He was the cute little redhead kid. Also, what's his name from Home Alone was on that. Peter
Macaulay
Billingsley.
Culkin?
Yeah, that's how he got started. He was on that show, and then he got in. He did Christmas Story. That's right, not Home Alone. Yeah,
The kid from Christmas Story.
yeah. Peter Billingsley. He was on that
Oh,
show.
Bill. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because Macaulay Culkin. I thought
Macaulay Culkin was the other show.
was
Home
the other
Alone.
was Home Alone.
1,
Yeah.
2, and 3. Yeah.
And 4 and 5 and 6.
And 5 and 6. Do it again. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that was. I've never. I don't think I think I saw the second one and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the first 2 and that was it for me. Yeah.
That was enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a repeat. It's basically the same.
Yeah.
Same gags.
Yeah. Here in Colorado, the state Democrat Party has censured our governor, who, by the way, is a Democrat, for they're censuring him because of his commutation of the sentence or prison time for Tina Peters, who was the Mesa County clerk and recorder, Republican, who was indicted and found guilty, sentenced to 9 years in jail for illegally copying files from voting machines. Yeah. So I guess
I think she was. It was one of those lawfare things where she was
right.
trying to prove that the county had, the election had been stolen, and she needed the paper proof so she photocopied it
Right.
to send it
But
in. But
she certified that Biden had won the election, though.
right, yeah. Well, she had to go with what she had, and she went back to the, I don't know the whole case, but I do know you and I talked about before the show that she's suffering from cancer.
Yeah,
And what he did was more a humanitarian thing.
right.
If well, a lot of Democrats have been let go early because, well, they're old and they're dying, and
Right.
they've served their time, they can't hurt anybody. And
Right.
he did a human thing for a change, and
Right.
his own party censored him, which means they don't really care about people.
Right.
They only care about politics.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
about their
because
political persuasions.
yeah, because it had connections to Trump, and that was
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what's happening, and also Raul Castro, the leader of Cuba, has been indicted
Yes. For
for
the
a killing of two pilots who were civilian pilots who were flew out of Miami or southern Florida to look for boat people
right.
that were
And
escaping Cuba and trying to get, because at the time there was a thing where wet or dry, if they were on a in a boat and they get picked up by Coast Guard, they were sent back home. But if they stepped on dry land, then they could apply for asylum, which
right.
I don't understand. Alien Gonzalez was on dry land, and they sent
Ah,
him.
we sent him back to his father because his father still had custody of him. I mean, by the law, it was the right. It was legally the right thing to do, but morally, it was the wrong thing to do.
Right,
And the way they did it showed the cowardice of what they, and it's funny. They're the ones that snuck up in the middle of the night and ripped his kid from his family's arms
right,
and took him in the middle of the night. But yet they accused Trump of the very same thing, and
mhm,
which he didn't do, but
right,
they accused him deporting murderers and rapists and people who should have been in a penitentiary, deporting
right,
them. But yet it was okay for them to take a little, you know, uh 5-year-old kid, six
right.
6-year-old kid.
Hmm.
So, but
So he was indicted on that. So we may pull a Maduro on him.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what they're going to do right now. I mean, I haven't. I think it's people are just scratching their head. I think it's a more of a. They might do that if they think there's enough people there to create an uprising.
Right.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
or at least if there's if there's a government people there that are working, sort of like Maduro's second in charge is now working closely with us and has become
Right.
an
Mm-hmm.
ally more or less in that part of the world. So uh, I don't know what their point was other than it was the right thing to do. He obviously uh, should have been brought. Well, I don't know. It's like Charles brought up, before the show. He is a sitting president because I mean we wouldn't want them sweeping in and taking Trump because of what they
Well, I
other.
mean, wasn't Maduro the leader of?
And that's true too. That's
Yeah.
true.
No, because Maduro didn't win that election.
No, he didn't.
His opponents won the election, and he just said, "Screw you! I'm taken over by military force."
Yeah,
Right.
his was because of a junta, and he was also the head of one of the drug cartel. He was
Right.
he was part of the big drug cartel. That was the whole
Mhm.
thing, and uh, so yeah, he just
Plus,
he
Venezuela is not getting not Venezuela. Cuba is not getting any more oil from Venezuela, so they're
right.
running out of fuel there. So
Oh, they've been out
basically,
for a while. Yeah, they've been out for a while.
yeah, we're
They're
just kind of sitting around
we're
waiting
just
for an uprising, so to speak.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of hard to do when the people don't have weapons and they're starving, and the
Yeah,
military's
it's
got
a
all
little
the
hard.
weapons and the food. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little hard to uh, like you said, they're starving, and
yeah. Unless
I
we
mean,
parachute
but
in some weapons for the people.
yeah, that's probably
Well, we got Guantanamo Bay right there. You know,
right. Yeah, Yeah. Does anyone
Well,
know
I'm
why
sure
we?
they've already got their military like watching us over there at
Oh yeah,
Guantanamo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there? Does anyone know the reason why we have Guantanamo Bay? I mean, I'm not 100% sure
Well,
myself.
that goes back to when we owned Cuba. Cuba was, we got that from Spain,
Spain
and in
after 90, yeah,
1902, we gave them their independence, and we said, "Oh, by the way, we're going to have this little chunk over here in Guantanamo Bay." They said,
yeah,
"Okay,
yeah,
yeah."
yeah. I wonder
So,
why they've never tried taking it back. So
yeah. Well, I
who knows?
mean, Castro could have, but he really wasn't in a
Yeah,
position to, that would just cause a whole big mess for him. He didn't want to,
right.
have a confrontation uh, with the U.S. military because his military wasn't all that strong to begin with at that time. Yeah.
Right, right.
So he had to, wait around, and then the Soviets started shipping him all kinds of weapons, and including some intermediate range nuclear missiles.
Yeah, that kind of that kind of upset a few people.
Mhm. Oh, there! Oh, Lloyd knocked himself off. He does
Oh,
that every
geez.
time he hits something on his table. And when he comes back in, we'll bring him back on.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Charles, is your mother
Yeah.
watching TV? Because I could kind of hear.
Oh, your kid. Well, yeah, she is watching TV.
Yeah.
Let me.
There he is. Mr. Please Please himself is back.
Well, what happened is just boom.
Yeah.
And well, I was bringing my camera back on. I may have hit the leave button. I don't know.
Beep beep
Okay.
beep beep beep. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
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 we hear you.
Okay.
Oh, that's much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you were a little too hot, and I was picking up uh,
Maybe.
Yeah.
voices, and it
No,
sounded
those are
like
the voices
maybe
in your
a
head.
TV was
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
I was saying
Cow, cow, cow,
back
cow,
when they gave those missiles to Cuba. I mean, you
Right.
had all sorts of people. You had the X-Men involved, and all sorts of shit happened. You know.
Yep. Yeah. We also had missiles in Italy, or Italy, as Lloyd would say,
No,
and
it's
Turkey.
Italy. They're just Italians.
Italians. Yeah.
Yeah, they're Italians, but it's Italy. Yeah,
Italy.
yeah,
Uh,
Italy.
And so what else is going? It's kind of well, we're still waiting to see what's going on with Iran, and I guess oh, I know what I wanted to say. I guess Iran sent some drones and knocked out uh well, not knocked out, but damaged a nuclear power plant in UAE.
Well, they damaged the generator. They knocked out the
Yeah, the
generator of
chain.
the power plant. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
And they had sent over their they sent over what they want to do, and it's been back and forth. And right now, what I heard today is Trump has rejected their latest
Right.
uh, whatever it was, and because yeah, they're still they're wanting to well, you can't get to that stuff underground, so we're just going to leave it there. You guys don't need to come get it, type.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I'm
well,
getting to a point where I'm
just
tired of,
blow them out of the water. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
They're
just
they're
time.
just
Oh,
stalling.
and they've now they're setting up rules of the rules of use for the Strait of Hormuz. You know, for the international waters of which they'll
Oh,
allow ships to go through. You know.
oh, they're dictating to us.
Yeah, they're dictating to everybody how
Yeah,
they're going to run it. Yeah.
right. Yeah, they have pretty much no military left, and they're trying to tell us what we, which is international waters. What
Yeah,
it's like.
exactly.
Fuck you, Iran. Jesus Christ.
We
I
should not. I'm sorry. I disagree with the president on this. We shouldn't have
yeah.
stopped when we did. We
Hmm.
stopped. We should have kept going
Yeah.
for at least 2 more weeks.
Right.
You know, let's
Hmm.
because he originally said he wouldn't accept anything but and now there's been rumors, although he says it's not true. There's rumors that him and Netanyahu are having, you know,
Kind of a
they're
tiff.
yeah, there might be a little bit of cold between their bromance.
Okay.
He says it's not true, and I'll take him at his word. Uh, but then he doesn't help the cause when he turns around. And if I was Netanyahu, I'd probably been pissed the way he says it. Oh, yeah, President Netanyahu, he's a good guy. He'll do whatever I tell him to do.
Ah. Oh,
Really? This is one of your allies. How
yeah.
about he'll do whatever I ask him to do?
Yeah.
But he didn't say it once. He had to say it like twice or 3 times. I'm thinking, come on, man, choose your words better. You're smarter than this.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think he's got some problems inside his inner circle, and
Right.
I don't know what that case is. Oh,
Yeah.
I did see something yesterday that was quite interesting. You know the Joey. Oh, he's on Fox. He's on Fox.
Oh, the double
Double
amputee.
amputee. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
now
he's
the
going
oldest.
back.
He's already did. I saw him sworn in
Oh,
yesterday.
okay, great.
He's now a 41-year-old Marine staff sergeant,
Oh,
and he works directly for the Secretary of War.
wow. Wow,
Cool.
that
Well, that was sort of what he indicated, but yeah, he went back in. He was in full uniform yesterday.
right?
It was quite the thing to see, because uh, he was sworn in by the Secretary of War himself.
Wow, that's
So
awesome.
I mean, they're friends from Fox News, but a
Right.
lot of those people there had known him a lot longer
Right.
uh, than Pete Hesgrove had, and Secretary Hesgrove had, but they'd known each other from Fox News for quite a while,
Right. And
and
he also reinstated that Marine that was let go because he wouldn't get the jab.
that was done. Yeah, I just
Mhm.
thought it was really cool that that they brought Joey back. I
Yeah.
don't know what prompted him to go back. I know that, like you said, the last time he wore the uniform, his whole job was to uh, get healed. And
Right.
he had to get in
Hmm.
the right place. And I guess he's at that point now. He wants to go back in and finish out.
Hmm.
You know, because he is a little old for a staff sergeant. So
Yeah.
they're well, they have rules and age things on there of what you have to be. At least they did when I was in. You had to
Right.
be this by such and such age or for so many years in. You
Right.
know, well, he'd been in, but he hadn't gained any rank because. Uh, but I guess he's still going to work with like EOD and stuff like that. He
Oh.
says I'll be he says I'll be getting coffee for this guy. I'll be he'll send out notifications and I'll email him. He says that's probably the extent of what I'll be doing for him. But yeah, he's probably going to be pushing a pencil, but still.
Yeah.
It was
You'll.
kind of
Yeah.
neat. It was neat to see him take that oath of office,
Yeah.
because I've
That's
gotten to where
great.
I really enjoy listening to him. He's a
Yeah.
he's a breath of fresh air for Fox
Yes,
News.
he is. I enjoy seeing him on the Five and
Yeah, on the
on
five and
Gutfeld.
Gutfield. Well,
Yeah.
he does his own show on the weekends too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
And
has his own show.
he's quick with it too.
He's
He
he's a
is.
very sharp character. Yeah,
I like him.
I
And
thought one of the best things was when Kat Timms first came back the first night she was there,
right,
and she just gone through that double mastectomy. He says, "Well, we got something in common now." She goes, "What's that?" Says, "We're both double amputees." Everybody was trying to like, can't believe he said
uh,
that. She just busted up laughing, or
yeah,
maybe she said it to him. I can't remember which one. She might have said it to him, saying, "Well, we've got something else in
yeah,
common now. What's that?" Says, "What's?" And I think she said it to him. Says, "Well,
yeah.
we're
I
both
think,
double amputees." And I thought he was going to fall out of that chair
yeah,
laughing. It was, you
yeah,
know, and he's showing that it's not a disability; it's just a difference.
yeah. That's right.
And he's done a lot for the veterans. He's done a lot for the Marine Corps, and
Hmm.
I was glad to see it. As a disabled veteran, I was really glad to see somebody do something like this. So
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
yeah, I'm too damned old
Also,
to go back, or I would probably try to go back in too. But I'm yeah, almost 70 years old. They don't want my old wrinkled ass back. Are you shitting me?
also in Colorado politics, one of our Republican candidates for governor has decided, oh, I think I'll go on Candace Owens. And I guess from what I've been hearing about the interviews, very cringy. And it's like, who the hell is this guy's manager? Who thought it was smart for him to go on Candace Owens? He probably just ended his chances
Oh
of
yeah,
being,
yeah.
winning
The point with
the
Candace Owens is
primary.
yeah,
Yeah.
Candace Owens and uh,
Oh,
Tucker Carlson and
Tucker Carlson, Megan Kelly,
Mick Kelly, they've all three kind of,
yeah, Nick Fuentes.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, I'm all about a good fitting tinfoil hat.
yeah,
I'm there with
mhm,
everybody else, but those people, they've got a few screw looses yeah, some
yeah.
loose screws up there under their tinfoil hat because
Hmm.
they've gone down a rabbit hole that is like, what the hell?
Well,
And
and
I think,
then Megan's got that spat with Ben Shapiro too. They used to
well,
be,
yeah, they've all got a spat with Ben Shapiro because
yeah,
Shapiro couldn't come out against Candace because he'd actually hired her and she'd worked for him, and he
yeah,
had to wait over a certain period of time before he was allowed to say anything. And
right,
once she was completely away from and the contract was completely ended and all that, well, then he could say what he wanted. But yeah, they've all three come out against Ben Shapiro, and like they've come out
Mark
against,
Levin.
well, Mark Levine, and they've also attacking Turning Point, the head of Turning Point USA now,
Oh, Eric Kirk.
Erica
Yeah,
Kirk,
Eric
yeah,
Kirk.
Erica Kirk,
Yeah,
which I think that's just uncalled for.
yeah,
Come on, she just lost her husband less than a year
mhm,
ago,
yeah,
and yeah,
yeah. Candace is going on and on about conspiracy
well,
theories.
yeah, it's because she had
Oh
she
my
had a
god,
she had a
really?
crush on him. She wanted to be, yeah, she wanted to be their number one person there, and
Right, right.
you know, I think what happened was both Erica and Tucker were very good friends of his, but uh I think when he died, they kind of lost the plot. I think they went a little, they may have just gone off the deep end when he got killed
Yep,
because they had been friends of his.
yep.
And
Hmm.
I know that Ben Shapiro and Kirk had some not animosity, but they were back and forth with each other, but they also were good friends.
Um,
And but they disagreed over Israel on a few things,
right.
and uh, but I don't think it was to that point that he would he would tolerate. I don't think Charlie Kirk would tolerate what Candace and Ben or Candace and Tucker are doing right now, or Megan Kelly.
Yeah. Mm.
But then
Yeah.
Megan Kelly's she's always been out there. I mean, and look what she did when Trump ran the first time
Right.
at the her and Trump have never had a good relationship.
Right. Yeah, but when he decided to run again for a second time, she was riding his coattails.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They were pretty close, and I think their whole thing, they were more America firsters rather than MAGA,
yeah.
and
They are. Yeah, yeah,
they didn't, because of Trump's promise, no more. He said no more forever wars. He didn't say no more new wars. Well, he's finishing a forever war is what he's doing.
yeah, yeah.
And
Well, yeah. I mean, he still put America's first.
yes.
And that's what
Mhm.
they don't understand. They don't understand what Iran has been to the world and to the United States and Israel in particular. And
Mhm.
they're like, I mean, if what they said about Trump only did this because Netanyahu told him to, well, then how come these rumors are out that Netanyahu's pissed at Trump because Trump ain't doing what he told him to do? That's funny about that. And
Yeah, that
they said
is.
the whole reason he did this was because of Netanyahu. Now they're turning around and telling another story that, well,
Mm,
Netanyahu's unhappy with Trump because he's not finishing the war. Well, wait a minute. It's
mm,
either did everything Netanyahu said, or what you said in the first place was a false premise.
mm,
And
mhm.
so, but yeah, so uh, I don't know. It's
Uh,
that the Americans first don't understand that to making America great again does put America first, you know.
mhm.
But
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
want to go back. They want to go back to the days of Teddy Roosevelt. You know,
right,
walk softly but carry a big stick. He did.
right.
But then again, Roosevelt got involved in several different things during his presidency.
Yeah, he got involved with the Japo-Russian War.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
He was also involved in trust busting. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
because that
And
was back in the day when Rockefeller controlled 98% of the oil market. Not only just oil, but all the intermediaries in between,
right,
rail
right.
and all
Yeah.
that,
So
and storage and pipelines.
they want to go back to isolationism is what they're
Right.
wanting. And but yet it was, who was it? The some desert, I don't know, desert sheik or something took an American hostage, or so to speak. Uh
Right.
and during that time period, and he sent the Marines in to get it depends. Some say it's a her, some say it's a him. I have to look. In the movie, it was a woman,
Right.
you know, but in history, I think it was actually her husband. Uh,
Uh, well, I
but
mean, we've been having issues with the Islam going back to the beginning of the country.
oh yeah,
And our first, intervention was Barbary pirates, and that was our first encounter with Muslims, and we've been dealing with these people for over 200 years now. Yep.
I'm sorry. I was Yeah. Uh, Tomorrow is my grandson's birthday, and they were
Birthday or graduation?
graduation. I mean, yeah, yeah. His birthday was last month, so.
Yeah, that's right. Hmm. And Charles, how do you feel about you may be paying for New York City to
Well,
keep them in
obviously, I'm not happy about it.
yeah.
I mean,
And I think it's by design. I think it's
oh, of
kind of
course.
another tax to put on those people in red counties. They have to foot the bill for this humongous metropolitan area that decided, oh, we're going to give socialism a chance. And
Why is it that what did the governor put this in
well,
place?
now
How is
the
it?
governor is kind of acquiesce to Mandami.
Ah,
And it's
okay.
like, oh shit. And so she's going to
Yeah,
pay.
she's going to give him $8 billion over 2 years
Yeah.
for his stuff.
Yeah. So that means Charles and all the people in the red counties are going to be paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm And I think, and that's just another part of the playbook is now these mayors in blue cities are purposely running them into the ground so that they could squeeze the people from other parts of the state to pony in and bail them out. Just look at what's going on in L.A. That and San Francisco and Portland, Seattle. They're hellholes now, and Denver is kind of on the edge. I think our mayor is kind of thinking, I don't know if we want to go that far, but
Right.
still, uh, it just seems like the government in Denver just tells the people, on the West Slope and out in the plains, screw you guys, we're going to, do what we want to do. And now we've got a bunch of petitions going on the ballot. One is for roads saying pay the damn roads. Stop taking money out of the fund that's supposed to go to roads to pay for all these pet projects. Let's fix the goddamn roads.
Yeah.
And then there's another petition to simplify the wording on ballots because it's getting to where they purposely mislead the voters on some of these ballots just to uh, make it sound like, oh, this is a good thing. If
Oh
you
yeah.
say
Yeah.
yes, it's going to screw the voters. Yeah.
Right.
hmm
Yeah. I agree with you, Michael. We're right. Islam is not a religion as we know it, but a totalitarian ideology.
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah. I mean, you're right on the balance too. I mean, something needs to be. Uh, I Of course I always sit down and read whatever it is. That they're. I go through it and now with me, like whenever the judges come up for reelection,
right.
should we retain these judges? I vote no on all of them.
Yeah. But here's the downside to doing that, especially here in Colorado where the Democrats run. They're just going to put the same kind of people in.
Oh
If
well,
those,
yeah. I mean it, but
so,
our judges like that. Uh, of course, we're in a. This is a it's a strange state to say the least. But because we got we got state, federal, and
county.
local and tribal, yeah, county and
Yeah. And
city and
tribal.
tribal
Yeah.
jurisdictions.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
it's really a mess sometimes,
Right.
and so a lot of times, our judges are somewhat ineffective, anyways.
Right.
I do it mainly because a lot of the judges I know here that are district judges, they need to be replaced, and
Right.
The good thing is most of them is, I say it's a good thing, but sadly, they've died off.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
but they, but some of those judges have held those seats. They're like a third or fourth generation judge now. It just
Right.
gets passed down to the
Hmm.
you know, to the son and the grandson. And
Right.
we have a judge here in town. I don't know if he's still a judge now or not. The last I heard he was, but his father and his grandfather were both state senators as well as governors.
Right.
And
Hmm.
he actually I don't think he is a judge anymore, because he was a state attorney general at one time.
Right.
And uh, uh,
And now, especially some of these blue states and blue cities, these uh, city attorney generals, state attorney generals, they're not enforcing the laws that were put through by the legislatures. Like
right, yeah, yeah,
they're purposely only picking a few of the laws. They're ignoring, some of the
yeah,
laws. Like anything, trespassing, or uh, drugs with intent to distribute. They're not
right, yeah,
arresting those people. They're not arresting people who steal anything under $250. You
right,
know,
right.
tagging, vandalism. They're not arresting those people. And then when they do arrest some people for violent offenses, they're back out on the streets. They don't give them bail. They give them a PR bond and say,
Yeah, yeah.
you come back in X amount of time. And, and a lot of times those people go on to commit another crime, or they don't show up to court at all.
Yeah, a lot of times they pick up these guys and they've got, two or three warrants out, and they go downtown, and then they're bailed right back out on a low cash bond or something, or a no cash bond. And they're put out on such a they put out on such a uh low bond that, and they're not going to show up again. I mean,
Hmm.
but yeah, they'll turn around and get bail again too. So
Right?
yeah.
Hmm. Yep. Well, you're right, Michael. We need to wise up. But that's the problem where you have a country that has freedom of religion, and you got to be tolerant of the different religions, even the ones that are not conducive to our way of life, and that don't
Yeah.
want to assimilate. And it's like,
There was a kid
I would
yesterday.
like to see us put a moratorium, a permanent moratorium on countries, especially Somalia and a lot of these I mean, why are we importing people that don't contribute to our society? I mean,
Well,
only
the whole thing is we need to go back to the the part in which they are supposed to assimilate, not,
right.
you know,
Hmm.
good argument with that yesterday. There was a young man, he was a senior in high school, and he'd written a paper, and he was brought before Congress to testify. And basically, all he was saying was, Congress needs to start getting back to their Judeo Christian values,
Right.
and he gave an argument. He put a congressman or senator in his place,
Uh-huh.
because he used because this guy started, well, and the guy started spouting about the Declaration of Independence. He says, no, actually, God's mentioned in there four times. Oh well,
Hmm.
but the signers, he says, no, actually, 47 of the 55 were actually church-going Christians that
Hmm.
signed the
Right.
Declaration. And he went on and on and on. Says, what we forgot is that this country was founded on the morals and the values of the Judeo-Christian beliefs, and
Uh,
Congress needs to start looking at that and getting back to that.
Yep.
You know, which was what that was supposed to be the guidance. And a lot of what comes out of our Constitution comes right out of the tenets of the Judeo-Christian belief. You know,
Right. Hmm.
and uh, Bear quit. He's got this habit now. He likes walking under my foot and scratching his back with my foot.
Yeah. I go.
Yeah, but he sits there and does it and does it and does it until it drives me up the wall. But yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it used to be where, hey, if you come to this country, they required you to get a job
you had to
or
have a
have
job. You had to learn the language. You know,
language. Yep.
now they got people that are getting driver's licenses here that don't even uh
That
that don't
don't
even
know how
speak.
to read.
Yeah, don't have.
They're getting CDL license.
Yeah,
And they're
commercial
going at
licenses, and they can't
other,
even.
oh, I think I'll do a U-turn here. And they
Yeah,
got it. Oh boy.
yeah, yeah,
And oh, we've got Somalis up in Minnesota, second generation, they still don't have jobs. They're living on the dole, which
yeah,
infuriates me because they're taking money away from people like me and you and Charles who are disabled who rely on those benefits. And what
yeah,
they're doing is they're draining the pool of that
yeah.
money. If they
That's
don't
why
want
there's
to if they
that's
don't
why
want to
there's
get a
homeless
job,
veterans.
send them the fuck back to their
Well,
countries.
yeah, I mean, there's all these scams going on up there with these Somali groups that are
Mhm.
draining that, like you said, the resources, and yet we got people that serve this country in the military, and they're living out on the streets,
Yep. Hmm.
and yet the ones that are scamming the government are living in really nice houses and driving nice cars.
Yep. That's
There's
right.
something wrong. There's something seriously wrong when we allow that to happen. And so yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, oh,
Oh,
excuse me.
and
That's
Michael.
why. Yeah, that's why I thought the y- be, same driving license problem in Canada. Lorry driver from India killed 16 kids in a hockey team bus. Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that too.
Yep.
Yeah, and we need to we need to go back to simile. I don't know where it was I saw it, but it's about George Carlin. And he was talking about uh all these names we use. He says he's talking about the language of racism.
Oh
He says,
yeah, like Afro American.
well, no, well, African American. He used the word African American. It's just
Yep.
African American. So if we have a white guy
Yeah, like
from
Elon Musk,
South
who's from
Africa,
South Africa.
now is he an African
He's
American?
Afro American or African
Yeah,
American.
African American, and
Yeah.
he says, and again, he says, saying a person is a person of color is no better than saying a colored person. You know,
Yep. Hmm.
he says it's just. He says, and besides that, isn't pink a color?
Yeah, pink is the color. Yeah. Oh, by the way, comedian Josh Blue. He was born in Cameroon. He's an African American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 What about the Egyptians? A lot of the Egyptians are obviously have uh, a lot of them. But they come here and, like you said, they're just darker skinned white folks.
Hmm. Yep.
And one of Judy's doctors was her cancer doctor. He was Egyptian.
Yep.
And
Hmm.
he was lighter skinned than I was, but he was from the African continent.
Oh, here's an interesting trivia. Cleopatra was not Egyptian. her bloodline was from Greece.
Yeah,
Was
She
it?
was a
Macedonian and Greek.
Phoenician. What, Charles?
I said she's Macedonian and Greek.
Macedonian. Yeah,
Macedonian.
that's right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
she wasn't a Macedon, was she?
No, she wasn't that big.
No.
Yeah. So, and that's why she had the lighter skin. She wasn't the dark skin like the slaves. And yeah, so that was
Well,
an
and he also brought up, like, he says, referring to Native Americans, he says, first off, and I catch hell from my family for this, but they weren't native. They came
yeah,
across the
they came.
Bering Strait from Asia.
That's
And on top
right.
of that, the reason they're called Indians has nothing to do with that Columbus thought he was coming to India, that he
Right.
discovered India.
Hmm.
Because at the time of Columbus, he was Italian,
Yeah.
but he worked for the king and queen of Spain,
Yep.
and his Spanish wasn't all that great,
Yep.
and he ran on to these native people of this part of the world, and he called them, of God, or Indios, or Indians.
Indios. Yeah.
Indios, yeah,
Hmm.
Indios,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
Oh, and the
in
same.
God or of God, yeah.
It's the same thing in the Philippines. They have different classes. You have the Peninsulares, and then those were Spanish people that were from
Right.
Spain. Then there's the Insulares. They were the people that married the Filipinos, and the Mestizos, and then the Indios. They were pure Filipinos. They were like the lowest of the low.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But the word Indios, and that's where they came. But they tried saying, well, they thought they had discovered. Well, at the time, even if he had thought, they wouldn't have been called Indians. They would have been called West Hindustanis, because at the time it was called Hindustan. It wasn't called India.
Yeah. Hmm.
It was Hindustan up until, and actually, they technically still are called India. India is still classified as, is Hindustan. You got
Indus.
Pakistan and Hindustan. Yeah,
Yep.
and
And they were also called Bengals, weren't they? That was
yeah,
during World War II, I think they called them.
yeah, but that's because the Bengal area is a part of. It's like, India, at the time before the split, and all, before even Pakistan, before Gandhi and all that, they were a bunch of caliphates, so to speak. In other words, they
Right.
had all these different subgroups. Like you got
Right.
the uh, Punjabis, you got the Bengals, you got the
Hmm.
different groups. So yeah, some Hindustanis were called
Hmm.
Bengals, because
Right.
uh, that's the area they were from. But it's just like, there's different tribes amongst
Right.
the
You got your
of
Sikhs,
India.
you got your Hindus, you got
Well, and that's a religious point. There's
right.
Bengals weren't religious; they were in ethnic groups. They have
Uh,
multiple ethnic groups inside of India. Yeah, the
okay.
Punjabis are completely different, and they're a lot of Punjabis are the dark skinned ones with the white beards. They have white. They tend their hair grows white real early, and there a lot of them are Sikhs. Uh,
Right.
but Sikh is just another. It's a monotheistic religion over there. They had one God. And but the Bengals, the Punjabis, I'm trying to think some of the other ethnic groups over there,
Mhm.
and they each are, and that's from the area that they're from. They was considered uh, uh, you know, like I'm from Oklahoma. Well, they got areas, like
Uh-huh.
We got areas like that too, but not. And they have mixes of different people over there. But yeah, but religion, that's a different story. Now that's a whole different. Each each sect, each group has their own. Some of them have their own religion,
Right. Mm-hmm.
as well.
Well, guys, we've done a little over an hour. I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming. Hope you had a great week and learned something new here, or we gave you a little bit of entertainment along the way. Don't
Yep.
forget my show tomorrow night, and I guess Bill's still got a channel. So we'll see
We'll
if
see.
he's
I don't know
got
if
it.
they'll do a show, but we'll see.
Yeah. All
But
right.
and I
Good
don't.
night, everybody. Yes, go ahead.
I may not do a show Monday because it's Memorial Day.
Oh, that's right. And I will be working Monday, so I'll be
Okay.
getting
All right.
double time, but I'll be off all the rest of the week. So
There you go.
take care, everybody. Oh, good to see you, Grant. Glad you could join us. Take care,
Good night, folks.
everybody. Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night, folks.
Don't forget, tune in to Artco Drones and Entertainment live stream for more exciting content every Friday night at 5 p.m. Mountain Time.